Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. I'm your host, Tara, for this project recipe and every project recipe at Daytona Area Scrapbooking. I will get it together tonight, folks. Let's see. No, still not. Let's see. Here we go. What are we doing? Now you can't hear me. I am going to get it together. Oh, for the love. Well, hello, everyone. Well, there's just two of you in here now, so let me still work on this. Hey, Marshall. Hold, please. All right. What is happening here? Yes, this is what I want. Ooh, that's a nice look. Okay. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Stacy. Oh, good. You can hear me. What is this? Oh, this is my new microphone. It's in it's in the video. You love to be here. I'm glad to be here. I had a team Zoom last night that I had to cancel. Hi, Faith. Welcome, everyone. I've saved I've swapped things around because it's good to do that right before you go live. Thanks, Stacy. I got myself a mic. I sounded a little muffled last week. This is not my best camera, but it's more important that you see the project recipe. Not really important that you see me. In fact, maybe I look better a little Snapchat smoothed or something. Anyway, there's no filter. It's just a fuzzy camera. So it's been a long week and it's only Tuesday. And I'm mentioning only because some of you know, and actually, she must be in a picture in here. Or unless this was a cruise she missed. This might have been the one cruise that she missed. So anyway, one of our original memory maniacs, that name for my retreats came for when I started the scrapbook cruise back in 2005. And one of our original memory maniacs is that sadly is at home with hospice tonight. It's my cousin Thelma. And so, Thelma and Ellen from a long time ago, they used to come to Crops. Ellen will be 95 this coming Saturday. And so as their only family in town, I had to help that set up today. And I know many of you have had to do that for loved ones. And it's rough. And so anyway, be thinking of her. If you're a praying person, say a prayer for Thelma. She has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and this is end stage. So we're bringing her home. If she were to be at a facility due to COVID measures, Ellen wouldn't be able to be with her. So we've decided to bring her home so that she can be with her sister. So thank you all for praying for her and for being on here tonight. So I'm happy to be here because I said I got to see where I am at 5 and then make the call on tonight. So luckily I had printed these pictures last week. So I was like, I tried to be a little prepared because I had no idea, as with these types of things, you're not prepared for them. It just kind of came out of the blue. And as Frida said when she texted me today, I haven't seen her come on yet. She said, this is a very different weekend than you had in New Smyrna Beach last weekend. And for sure it is. Last weekend was all kinds of fun. And this weekend and into this week, not so much fun. But we just take it one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. So I am excited to sign up. Well, now I hope I'm not glitching. To shut my brain off for a little bit and get scrappy with you ladies. I've got my Feeling Scrappy shirt on. And I know some of you have asked in the past if I will be selling this. And I really do feel like it's something I should add to my website because it's a great shirt. And when you're feeling a little feisty or you need a reminder that, you can forge on, your Feeling Scrappy shirt is a good way to do that. So tonight I am doing the next 2-page spread in my retreat book. And it happens to be a cruise. Well, I can tell by what year in the album. So let me switch on over to the recipe cam. Now, let's see if we can do this. And by we, I mean me. But I need all the good vibes out there to do it. Let's start with this. And then we'll go to this. Okay. Now we've got plugs and tags in our view here. It's all professional, as you know. Excuse my stool. So hopefully you can all still hear me here. All right, so I am going to be using the Sparks of Magic designer paper pack, and let me see if I can. I'm just gonna get rid of my big banner because we need a whole. We need the whole screen right now. And let's see. Maybe. I don't know if that covers too much. We'll try it right now. All right, so I am going to be using the Sparks of Magic designer paper pack, and we are doing the project recipe. It's the It's Fall Y'all, and if you go to, it was in the post for tonight, but if you go to energeticexpression.com/calendar, or if you just go to energeticexpression.com and go to the calendar, you will see right at the top of the page this picture and a download button. So if you're new to this, that's what you're going to do. And then let's see. I almost forgot to start collecting these comments now that I reminded you. If you share the video tonight, what I'm giving away is the Butterfly Lace Border Maker cartridge. But if you already have that, as some of you do, you can choose a $10 gift certificate instead. So if you, okay, good. We are collecting comments. So if you go ahead and comment shared, then and share, of course, share, then you'll be entered to win. All right, so we're doing the It's Fall Y'all. I'm using the Sparks of Magic. Now, this just came out in August, so last month. It's fairly new. Now, interesting, not always do we cover the entire sheet. So actually, it really doesn't matter if you work straight on to scrapbook pages. Then you can. This is great because we're going to cover the whole page. If you don't, then you can really just grab 2 pieces of cardstock or 2 pieces of paper and work on that. And I'm just going to move. This is, of course, the album we're working in. And just so I know where we're at, this would be January 2012. So we're making progress here. Let's see. So it's the scrapbooking cruise from January 2012. Got some pictures. Hopefully some of our scrappy friends that are on here tonight are in these pictures. It's always fun when you can have a little blast from the past. So let me just show you the Sparks of Magic paper pack first. This cardstock is I'm just using, but It's really cute. I mean, I'm using it for a cruise, right? It's kind of supposed to be Disney inspired. That's why it's called Sparks of Magic. And um, so this has got like fireworks, and on this side we've got hearts. And then I love this paper. It's got black and white cameras. And then this side is like a gray with stars. And this gray is so in right now. And then this has got some heart pattern, heart tone on tone, and some stripes. And then there's this blue, because blue, Florida and California sky, if you're doing Disney, looks great. And then we've got some stars with it's hard to tell, it's so bright, but those are blue and white and yellow and red stars. So and then these other pages here, of course, they're two-sided. I love this polka dot that so looks like mini inspired. And then we've got this yellow, which kind of has this Ferris wheel type pattern. Pretty. And then a plaid. So I'm going to use these 3 sheets and cardstock, because this particular project recipe, if I can find my second sheet, calls for 4 sheets of paper. Now, if you're doing this, I really thought it was funny. Like, we're covering the entire sheet, and you'll even see here there's like a welding piece to weld different things together. Or you could just, I was thinking, you could just omit this, right? That's the blue. And just, if you're using a piece of paper, have that show through. Does that make sense? I guess, though, instead of using like 2 sheets of this paper, like one for the left, one for the right, you can get away with just using one if you're building on a scrapbook page. So I don't know. Again, it's been a long week and it's Tuesday, so I could be overcomplicating it. But I just, when I saw that, I thought, well, that's funny. We are literally covering this whole sheet. So anyway, that is what we're doing. I'm using this as my designer print number 1. That'll be up here. I'm using the hearts for this one, and I'm using this piece for this orange for the number 3, and then I'm using this cardstock for this last sheet. Now, even though it suggests that you use cardstock for this piece number 3, and when you look, I always go back and look. So those are the peach colored ones. I like to use the cardstock on the stuff that we're going to be cutting. So since we're using a Border Maker cartridge, I just find that punches in general work better with sorry, let me move my stool so it doesn't keep making noise. I find that it just plays nicer with cardstock than with thinner printed paper. Even though the Creative Memories paper is a pretty hefty, printed paper. You feel me. Just give me grace today. Okay, go with it. We'll go with it. All right, so this one, because I really liked both sides of this and I wanted to have the choice, I'm doing that for the designer paper number 1, and it's just going to be in half, right? 2 6x12, and then you're going to fold it. Now, it doesn't say on here how much to fold, so I'm going to check my instructions. And okay. I don't see using the 12-inch scoring blade. Okay, so it does. We're going to use the scoring. We're going to score 1.5 inches using the scoring blade and fold along the scored line. All right, easy enough. So let's start. I don't know why. I feel like my space got smaller. I might need to I think because I've added my computer to the mix here, and so I feel like I don't have as much space. Proof that you can scrap on a half of a 6-foot table, because I'm scrapping like, I don't even know, pretty small. But why would you unless you absolutely had to, right? All right, so we've got our, I opened up my, oh, you can't see that. Opened up my favorite 12-inch trimmer, opened it up, cut on the 6. I'm going to close this over. I'm going to grab my scoring blade from underneath. If you have this trimmer and you haven't started adding these, you'll want to do that. Treat yourself. Because you'll want the scoring blade and you'll want a couple other of the decorative ones because they are fabulous. And thank you, Stacy, for sharing that link to my favorite trimmer. So I swapped out for the scoring blade. You saw how easy that was. Scored at 1.5, and then this will just get folded over. Well, I'll decide, and you can help me decide when we get to that which print we want more of. So I'm going to go out to 1.5, score, and then because I always forget to change it back, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Because if I get talking and I forget, then I go to cut and I actually get a score. Okay. So this first piece is done. We can just set that aside. And then now for our second one, another 6x12-inch cut. Really easy, right? And I'm going to look and see what's on the other side, just in case. I like to have options. What if I decide I hate these hearts and I want to go with the other side? So I want to make sure that I cut it the way I would use the other side, if that makes sense. All right. Sheet 2 is done. That was easy. All right. And then we've got this isn't going to be cardstock. I'm going to use the sheet here, the fireworks sheet, mainly because I looked at the pictures I was using and I looked at where that peach color kind of ended up. And like these are mats, so it's going to be mostly white. I mean, it's just going to be hints. There were no fireworks on the cruise, so it's really not about that. But I just wanted a lighter sheet of paper to kind of brighten things up. So I'm going to come out to the 1-inch. It's 1x12. And then our cutting guide. These are the welding pieces. And if you're new to project recipes, I like to move left to right, and I do go in order, and I try not to off-road so I don't confuse y'all. So I need another 1x12, and then I need 2 2x12s. So, and I love this trimmer. You can go either way to the 1-inch. So I did one way, one the other way. I didn't check to see the design, but that's okay. I'm going to use this side. And the design, I don't think it matters, but I'm going to come to 2 inches and 2 inches. And that should leave us with 6 inches because we're cutting them in order, 1, 1, 2, 2. And so that's going to leave us 6. So now I'm going to turn my paper, and we're going to cut a 4-inch and a 4-inch, and then we'll have 2 3x4s. So we're going to go 4 inches and 4 inches, and then we've got those, and just one more sheet to go. Sorry, I feel like I'm blinding you with my light there. All right, so last sheet is punch then cut. So I'm gonna put my trimmer off to the side for a second. I've decided to use the newest border maker cartridge in the collection is these little stars. How about I flip it over? You can see it a little better. It's all stars. And I thought that would be fun for this page. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to punch and then cut. According to our guide, punch, then cut, punch, then cut. So in this case, you really could use a border maker. Oh, did I forget the other part of the border maker? Well, of course I did. So you really could use a border maker that falls apart. I mean, like falls away from the page. But the reason that's why it says punch then cut. Because if we're using a border maker cartridge, and I love this new one. We've had stars in the past. I think the last one with stars had a had maybe like stars and moons or something. And but let's just look at this for a second and appreciate that punch. It's a really great punch. I feel like if you paired that even with the cloud border maker cartridge, oh, that'd be so nice. Okay, so this is 1 1/8. So come back over here, trimmer. Cut you to 1 1/8. All right, 1 1/8. And then let's do it again. So that's another thing I love about the project recipes. They are really repetitive. And check out this punch poop. It's so great. It's got all of these little stars. And so those are great to use your precision point adhesive after you're done putting the page together. What am I doing? I'm talking. After you get your page together, you can add those some of the little punch poop from the star around your page if you want. So we're just gonna, if you don't have the border maker system, you're missing out. Definitely something to add to your wish list. Have someone get it for you for your birthday. It's such a great tool to make borders so quickly, and it's fabulous. All right, we're going to cut it 1 1/8 again. All right, and now, and if you feel a little bit like, well, if you're using a different punch, and so then you're concerned about the 1 1/8, you see you're going to have some extra. That's what this little box over here means. So you have a little wiggle room. So don't stress about it. Life's too short to stress about that kind of thing anyway, right? You just roll with it if it ends up a little short. So, but we're gonna be good. 4.5 by 6.5, and then 4.5 by 5.5. So we're gonna do our 2 4.5-inch strips first. So I'm out to 4.5. Of course, it's covered by my banner, so you couldn't see. But here's 4.5. Now it's got the light in it. If you're coming in late, I've already announced this is the Hot Mess Express tonight. Hope you're enjoying your ride, everyone. There's a little train emoji down in the comments if you're enjoying the ride so far. All right, so 2 at 4.5. And then because I'm lazy and I don't want to flip out the bar to 6.5, I know that the edge of this trimmer is 5.5. And that's what we're going to cut it, and we're going to get 1 5.5 piece, 1 6.5. And since I'm lazy like that, I'm just going to cut the 5.5, and now I've got my 6.5. Hopefully that makes sense. And here we go. And then we are all done with our cuts. And I can put this out of my way. And I can put this out of my way. Kind of do a little 10-second tidy on my spot here. Get all this punch poop out. And let's see here. Gonna get rid of this banner here for a second. All right. We need a full assembly room here. Okay, we're gonna start with the left side here. And so I like to look back and forth here. This G is a 2-inch piece. This A, okay, is the fold. It's showing A here and here. And then the B, so that's with the fold. So let's kind of lay it out and see where we're at. So here's our 2-inch piece. And then, because it's going to look like 3 different sheets of paper, right? So we've got, so do we like this? More of the cameras. It was a scrapbooking cruise, the event, so I'm kind of liking the cameras. And then this piece is going to be over here. This is C. So this whole sheet is getting covered. Now, it said to do a welding piece. That welding piece is so that you actually don't even have to put it on a cardstock, right? Because we could stick it to each other and we're going to make a sheet. So I'm going to try that since it's going to go in a top loading sleeve anyway and add extra bulk. So here we don't even have a base page. But I just want to see if we're overlapping what we're doing here. Yes, we did that. To make the left side of your base, lay pieces directly next to each other, face down a flat surface, apply adhesive to the welding piece, overlap and adhere, A and C. So let me read that again, because we just have 2 welding pieces and we need to weld on both sides. Lay pieces A and C, right? Oh, I see. Okay. I had to read it again. Directly next to each other, face down. Okay, overlap piece E, which is the welding piece. Yes, and then A and C. Okay. All right. So we're going to put these next to each other. This is what the directions said. I know directions, not everyone reads directions or reads at all. I mean, sometimes it's easier to just struggle through. Is there anyone out there that can identify? Do you like to just fumble through? Do you like to put together the IKEA furniture without the directions? Or do you lay everything out first? The directions. Sometimes you're like, I think I can figure this out. Anyway, I think I am. Now, see, this is why I love my cutting mat, because I can line this up on the edge over here to 12. And then I can see how much I'm going to overlap. So I'm actually overlapping a pretty decent piece. But what you can do, instead of putting it here on this piece and then accidentally kind of going too far over and then you have sticky everywhere, put it on this piece. Because then we can line this up to this 12-inch, to this edge of our cutting mat and hold that in place, and then put this over on this edge, and then we can just press down. Okay. Well, I like it. And now we need to stick this down so it's not flapping up at us. All right. Now we need our P, and I always have to go back and look at what color that was, right? That's our cardstock, 4.5 by 5.5. So it's one of the shorter ones. That P is going there. Q is one of the bigger ones. And then this is one of our other mats, which is over here. And then that goes on there. Now, if you can see here where it has the photo dimensions, this one is going to actually go over. So I need to kind of shift this over. And this lines up down here at the bottom. All right, so now I think it's time to stick it down. I love when we get to this point. And really, if you're doing this along with me tonight, you know, some of you don't have pictures printed out, and you might have a collection of these. The sort and stash binder with the full-size sheets, I showed that on Tool Time last month, is a great place to store your project recipes that don't have photos yet. So we are done with that piece, and I saved the lives of 2 pieces of cardstock by reading the directions. Right? That was like I had a whole moment where I was like, why are we doing this? Well, this is why we're doing it. Okay, now let's see if we can do this again. We need to go upside down with this one. We need to make sure our fold is in the right place. We're going to weld these together. Oh, wait, where's our... Hold, please. We didn't put on our... I didn't put on our border maker piece. I am definitely losing it tonight. I wish I had like a choo-choo sound effect every time I make a mistake and have to remind myself and all of you that were on the Hot Mess Express tonight. I can just do the choo-choo train sound effect. That would be great. So this is going, let's see where this is going. This is going 1, 2, so this is going right here. Lovely. So again, with this, if I try to line up the adhesive right on here, it might, you know, you have to be really careful. But if you just do like this, then you know you're going to get adhesive where you need it. Now, if you want to add some adhesive on the stars part, then I would suggest you use your repositionable tape for the stars part, or for whatever you're using. If you're using a cartridge, that's holy. Okay. Well, now we have to do a little, as I like to say, we have to do a little surgery on this page, but it's not too bad. It'll be quick. I want to backtrack it so that when we're ready to lay down our pictures, nothing's holding us back. All right. Except that my Lanta. Thank goodness. Thank goodness this pattern does not have an up or down, or I would just need to take a moment. All right, here we go. Let's stick this on. Now I'm wondering if we're on the Hot Mess Express or the Struggle Bus. Okay, where is the... Here it is. And that doesn't go there. This goes over here. I have way too many papers. We're going to do the same thing we did before. I'm going to add the adhesive to this side. Oh, that. You can't. There are some people that 100% only use the repositionable tape, but I prefer to use regular tape and use repositionable. Oh, now I got to make sure that this is lined up. We've got to make sure our welded page is 12 by 12. Come on now. Is it me, or does sometimes your scrapbook paper know when you're having a night and it just doesn't want to cooperate with you? All right. I was gonna, if that didn't go right that time, I was gonna just pull it down as better than perfect and do some drawings. Just kidding. All right. And so we're just gonna repeat the same. I am such a fan of mirrored pages like this. Because you can, mix things up to kind of, if you want to add a little asymmetry. But if you're a person that really likes balance, or in your scrapbook pages, then most of the project recipes are that way. And so then the hard one is that first page, because once you do the first one, except for I almost made the same page over again, the left side again. If you can manage to keep yourself straight, the effect is really cool. And now, last time I was really together and I had my journal box printed out. That was not happening with the week that I had. So I will have to add my journaling later. I won't sit here and make you watch me journal. Because most people don't even like journaling themselves, let alone watching someone else journal. All right, so here's what I was thinking. These are all the consultants, advisors now, but consultants are what they were called back in the day. We were on the Monarch of the Sea. This was of course you can't see it, but we had a truth or dare. We went down to the professional photographer on the ship. I took that. And then this was back in the day when Royal Caribbean had ocean view conference centers. Now they put you down in the dungeon. And I'm so sad that our cruise got canceled 2021 and 22, but hopefully we can get back to cruising again. And then I had everyone write a little message on a dry erase board for pictures. Aw, that's a nice picture, Murph and I. And they came out really cute. Oh, and there's our glitter cup extraordinaire crystal. So let's see if I can chop these. See, Corley, room service, please. Another one off the bucket list. I kissed a dolphin and I liked it. I love that. So glad Tara planned so much fun. And the midnight buffet back in the day when they used to have that. I might have to involve a circle maker in here just so I can fit an extra picture or two on. Need to switch over to my favorite photo trimmer. And this one we need to cut off just a 1/4 inch off each. So 3 3/4. And look, and that one's going down here. And I tend to choose the, I'm going to take a little bit more off the bottom. The project recipes that have thinner mats. I'm a fan of the, sorry, wow, I don't know what that sounded like for y'all. Hopefully I just knocked the new microphone with my arm. First, there used to be earthquakes. Now, I don't know what that sounded like to y'all. Hopefully, I didn't break anyone's eardrums. I like a thinner mat myself. Some of the project recipes call for a whole 1/2 inch around the pictures, and I'm not so much a fan of that. So there was one year that Thelma and Ellen didn't come on because my grandmother won a free cruise on Norwegian, and so they were on that with my mom and my grandmother. And I wonder if this was the year that they did that. So many fun faces in this picture. Our friend Trish, she's been stuck in Canada since March 2020. Gosh, when are they going to let those Canadians out already? Those poor Canadians. All right. And I saw Lori on there too. Yeah, she's my balance sister. Okay. Maybe I just don't. These are all advisors, but maybe I just didn't print the big group shot, which is strange. Let's see, 2 3/4. I think we can do this. Although this would be a good circle. Let's see if I can do this. 3 3/4. Oh, it's going to be pretty close. I'm going to put this out on the edge here since I have a little more room because it spills over the spot. And this was 2 3/4 as well. Okay. So if I took the banner down, but if you got on late and you didn't have a chance to share, you can go ahead and share. And as soon as I'm done sticking these pictures down, we are going to do a fun drawing. All right, just need a little bit more off the sides, and can stick these down. Fun. I like this layout. Well, I'm glad that someone else is on the Hot Mess Express with me, Frida. All right. And that one I was going to circle. This one, this is great. I love when I have to go thinner in a picture, and that means I can just chop off my butt. Those are the best. Those are the best pictures ever. Just get rid of the butt. All right, that one I'm going to do. Let's see. See if I can. I don't know. Corley might. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, I think I can. And you can see I kind of when I'm going to be really cropping the photo down a lot, I kind of go back and forth and see what the placement is like on the page. And now I can grab circle, which of course I didn't put out there. Now I grabbed the new circle cutter because we haven't seen it for a while and it's been sold out, but I think it is one of those things that's supposed to be back in September. It does freak people out a little bit. So I got to make sure I remember what I'm doing. Okay, this is the pen. The top is the pen. Those are millimeters. This is 4 inches high. So I'm going to say we'll go with a 3-inch circle on this. Now it's gonna cut right here at the top. So I don't want to put that off the page if possible. I want to keep that on the page. And the blade is going to spin around this way. So I'm going to push down here, and then I'm going to push in here, and then I'm going to go around. Okay. And, okay, there's my circle. And it is in fact 3 inches. And I can stick that. Oh, I think I'm going to stick it on this one. I didn't even stick these pictures down. Those are down. Murph was on before. I don't know if she's still on. If she saw this picture of her and I. And okay, so now I can add my title up here or here, and I've got space for journaling. And I'm going to go back and look, since this is just the consultants that were on the cruise. I got to go back and look and see. There's got to be a bigger group picture of us, and I might swap out this picture of our room before everyone got in the morning. So there's our spread. Just needs journal box and title. And thank you all for your kind words and for sticking with me here. Let's see. Hold on. I better fix myself here. Or there's no telling what you're going to see. Oh, here's my hand in the mouse. Okay. And we're back. And now it's time to do, all right, time to do our fun drawings first. I want to remind everyone of a couple things, a couple fun deadlines coming up. We've got just 10. Thank you, Stacy, for reminding everyone. Just 10 sleeps until the crop for gray and gold. And this is a scrapbooking event to benefit families affected by brain cancer. September is Pediatric Awareness Month, and Cannonballs for Cane is a pediatric brain cancer foundation started by Spruce Creek graduate Kane Finley. Kane's mama will be at the crop. So hopefully you're signed up. I do have just a few more seats available. I think we're at 36 right now, ladies. That includes Zoom and what's the other thing we do? Oh, in person. And so I would love to get up to 40. This was supposed to cut off last week on the 1st, but I forgot to take it off of my website. So I still have requests coming in for shirts. So I'm going to do one more order tonight. So if you are on this right now and you would like one of these shirts, you can go ahead and comment, or you can text me or email me, because I'm going to order tonight and then I'm going to pull it off my website because we're getting close. All right. And then tool time next week, tool time with Tara. We're going to be going over I'm going to be featuring the bevel tag punch and the Starry Border Maker cartridge, which you got a sneak peek of tonight. So you'll see that again. And then, of course, my Croptoberfest is a week long. Okay, Jen, no problem. Just text me what size you want. And Croptoberfest is at the end of October. We're going to do like we did last year, and we will have a fun Halloween Zoom, so you can grab a leg, grab a funny hat. So that's going to be fun. And then, of course, my newest retreat to St. Simon's, and the date is covered up on my lovely banner, but it is January 26th to the 30th. 2022. You can say 4 nights, 3 nights, 2 nights, but not 1 night. And let's come back here. Well, no, actually, I need to not come back. Let's see. Let's see at this juncture if we can accomplish what we need to accomplish here. Aha. There we go. And now it is time for us for our big drawing. Whoops. Here we go. Our lucky winner is Faith again. You are kidding me. You won last week too. You are a lucky dog. Congratulations. A lucky lady. I'm so sorry. And now I've pixelated. Oh, because I'm not in the stream. Whew, we need to call it a night, folks. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. And we need to bring this train into the station. Oh, thank you. The Hot Mess Express has come to an end. So congratulations to Faith on her win again, 2 weeks in a row. I mean, I don't know how these algorithms choose, um, but you were supposed to have it, Faith. So, oh, good. Well, you might need another one, Faith. I will text you, Faith, and you can let me know if you would like the butterfly lace border maker cartridge or the $10. Thank you all for keeping. I know, Stacy, I feel your pain. Thank you for keeping Thelma in your prayers. We really, really appreciate that. And I will see you all soon. Until then, you all stay scrappy. Alrighty. Have a good night.